right, this is not news anymore. Here's the concept of buy now and pay later. Well, pretty much using a credit card, right? So buy now, pay later, BNPL, is a popular concept because paying things right now is so much easier. You can just go to any store, like most of stores. You just swipe your credit card or use your phone as a payment, or even Apple Watch also have the payment methods. You can just scan it and you're done. It goes to your credit card. Like, it doesn't even matter if you have the money in your bank account because you're paying it with your credit card, right? It's just pay later. Well, the concept of buy now and pay later concept is used to be targeting for bigger items like a car, right, a computer, or furniture, because those are bigger ticket items, right? Because they could cost up to like thousands of dollars for those items. So you can do a finance program to pay off. So you can do a finance plan to pay off those items monthly with interest, of course. But nowadays, people are using this method of paying for even smaller items. Examples like an iPhone. That's really popular concept. The iPhone now costs around $1,000 to begin with, and people have like finance plan for like 2 or 3 years to pay it off. Another popular one, now I heard of it, was the concert tickets or sport event tickets. And the guys will be putting on credit cards on those items as well, because the experience that he cannot afford, while I understand that going to vacation with family and going to sport events or even concerts are to create good memories with your family, or you want to see some players or singers on a stage, that's perfectly fine as long as you can afford it, right? Because the payment for those interests accrue over time, you can drain your saving account. And this concept of buy now and pay later is really popular in younger generations because it encourages impulse buying. Because the payment is so easy, it encourages overspending on some items, and the loan and the interest can stack up. It can also spill over to other debts as well if you're not careful with that. And it's just not only like physically going to a store. Right now, if you buy anything online, like I'm an Amazon Prime user, right? Buying stuff is so easy. It's like I don't have to go to the store. I just click to whatever I want, and then I can click to buy. The credit card information is already in there. It's like 2 or 3 clicks. I can get the item next day or next 2 days, right? It's so easy right now. And in Amazon, it's so easy to lose track of how much you spend that month. There were times I would spend over $2,000 on Amazon a month just buying random stuff.
Is collapsing. Breaking news, the buy now pay later industry is collapsing as it's showing signs of weakness and a potential trigger of economic downturn. See, what's happening is over the past few years, the buy now pay later industry that allows you to essentially finance everyday things like burritos and DoorDash has grown to $500 billion. The issue with these companies, though, is they're not running proper credit checks on individuals. So they're giving a lot of loans out without really doing their necessary due diligence. Similar to the 2008 crisis, like any other loan, these companies like Affirm and Klarna are bundling their loans and selling them to financiers. As these buy now, pay later services become more popular, more and more individuals are starting to rely on them to finance their lifestyles.
Oh my God, a burrito. I mean, big item to small items, right? People are using this method to pay for everything now.
Meaning that there's a higher rate of default and thus loans become riskier.
So back in 2008, the financial system was collapsing was because they didn't run credit check or job history or pay stubs when people are applying for mortgages. So this is in a smaller scale, but there's a lot of people doing it right now, right? And it's accumulated up to $5 billion. That's a big number.
Because of all this, we're starting to see the cracks in the buy now, pay later industry as certain companies that are smaller are starting to go under. This is just another reminder that if you're going and buying things in installments or financing everyday goods, that it is not a smart financial move. And soon enough, both you and the company giving you money will pay for it. My name's Gavin. For more news that makes
So yeah, don't fall for that trap, guys. If you can't afford it with cash, just don't buy it right now, except something that is appreciating in value, like gold. Yes, I mean a house, but be careful also. Only buy the house that you can actually afford the mortgage payment, right? Don't stretch it too high, because sometimes I know that it's kind of hard to get into the housing market right now because the price is so high and the rates are so high. Don't get into a mortgage because you think you can afford it with your current job, but what if you lose your job? Can you still afford it for the next 6 months or a year so you can find another job to cover it? So that is something to think about, okay? This is it for today. I'm your host Ming, and if you like this kind of video, we talk about finance here, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, see you guys later.